with reaction. South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham is with us. So when you look at Israel in particular here, this administration has withheld arms shipments, and they haven't got much, especially compared to Ukraine. They have constantly called for restraint. They have blamed Israel, and they've done everything but what they should do, and that's the right thing, which would say, well, you lost the equivalent of 40,000 Americans in a day. We fully support your right to win your war against radical Islamic terrorists, although she rejects that term. Your reaction?
Well, my reaction is, I got to remember I'm on television here. I'm here in Las Vegas with the Republican-Jewish coalition. These are some of my best friends in the world. They have family in Israel. They're great Americans. They're Jewish. They're Republicans. They're trying to help President Trump win. They're trying to help me take back the Senate and all my colleagues and hold the House. God bless them. Matt Brooks, Norm Coleman, Miriam Adelson, great troop. They're heartbroken. Most all of us have interacted with the hostage families. One of the most despicable things I've ever seen since I've been in politics was the vice presidential candidate of the Democratic Party refusing to answer a question about the death of hostages at the hands of religious Nazis called Hamas. He walked away from the question. That video clip is all over the Mideast, my friend. And when Kamala Harris refused to attend a joint session of Congress and sit behind Bibi as the vice president, her job called for, boycotting his speech, that made news all over the terrorist capitals of the world. These people are naive and dangerous. When he refused to answer that question, that's a signal to all the terrorist groups and the Ayatollah. They really don't give a damn about our friends in Israel. They have slow-alt weapons. They have basically set silent while people accuse Israel of being engaged in genocide. And what Waltz did is throwing gasoline on a fire. When Donald Trump wins, this is going to end. There are Americans still in captivity. Over 40 Americans have been killed by Hamas on October the 7th, right at 40. And here's my question to Joe Biden. Have you done everything you can to hold the Ayatollah accountable for wreaking havoc on Americans and the world at large? When Donald Trump gets in office, these hostages will come home because he will tell the Ayatollah, I'm holding you accountable for the safety and the well-being of these people. And if they don't come home, you're going to pay a price. Joe Biden has let Iran get away with murder. He's infused them with money. In their eyes, he is a weak person. Only person weaker than him is Kamala Harris. God bless our friends in Israel. God help
Amen.
Our friends in Israel. Donald Trump is on the way.
Well, President Trump had the Iranians near bankruptcy, and Harris and Biden allowed the Iranians, they ignored the sanctions, allowed them to take in billions and billions of dollars, which got them rich, which helped them fund these proxy wars, Hamas out of Gaza, Hezbollah out of Lebanon, the Houthi rebels, and then they're even firing missiles into Israel themselves. But Joe Biden and Kamala Harris would not participate in their retaliation, which to me has abdicated America's role as the leader of liberty and freedom around the world. Iran cannot be allowed to not only fight the proxy wars, but get rewarded financially by an American administration the way they have been.
Let's look and break down what you just said. The Houthis attack our allies in the United Arab Emirates. We do nothing to help them. The Iranians send missiles toward Saudi Arabian oil fields. We do nothing really to help. We've lost deterrence. We've lost deterrence. Nobody is afraid of Joe Biden or Kamala Harris. What did Donald Trump do? He went to maximum economic pressure. He put Iran in an economic box. And when he heard that Soleimani, their Iranian Revolutionary Guard leader, was plotting to kill Americans in Iraq, he blew him up. Now, what is Biden doing? Charging Sinwar with crimes in an American court. We're not fighting a crime here. We're fighting a war. Sinwar could care less about being indicted by Garland. Sinwar, your days are numbered, pal. We're not going to indict you. We're going to kill you.
You mentioned Miriam Adelson. I know her, and I knew her husband Sheldon, and they had moral clarity. They understood that this is a battle of civilizations,
Amen.
good versus evil. Please send my best. Senator, thank you. When we